So thanks for coming out with me tonight.
Hey, thanks for asking me. It's a great place. So, what were you up to today?
Cleaning up cat vomit, mainly. One of my cats had a bad reaction to a tuna omelet that I made. And then I cuddled with Javier for a couple hours.
Javier?
Yeah, my domestic short hair. He gets lonely because Peanut and Patches, they don't include him during playtime. It wasn't all bad though. I finished 5 Sudoku puzzles. And I did some knitting. I'm making Peanut a sweater vest for his birthday.
Yeah, back to work, Mem.
I have to go, Eva.
Well, how was that?
You're still not using the filter. Seriously, you gotta dial back the cat talk. It makes you sound like a hermit.
But I'm not a hermit normally. But you asked about today, and today...
Filter it, Ava. Mention the cats, fine. Then talk about how you interacted with society somehow. And make something up if you have to.
I guess it's another Valentine's Day alone, huh?
Why does it have to be Valentine's Day? Who cares?
I do. I promised myself that by this year, I'd be with the one. No matter what.
Are you gonna have to change a few things if that's gonna happen?
More than the hermit talk?
Yeah. Like, don't order milk in restaurants. Stop wearing your slippers in public.
They're comfortable.
Don't talk so much about space exploration and Harry Potter.
Matt!
Okay, Jim, be right there.
Fine. So say I do all of that, then what?
Then go on dates. It's just a skill, Ava. You gotta practice like anything else. Look, somebody might be out there for you, but he's not gonna show up at your apartment.
He could. He could break in to try and steal my TV, but then maybe we'd start talking and say, hey, a life for crime doesn't pay, and he'd be so grateful that he'd marry me, and we'd run away, and we'd have children that like cats.
Do you really want to find someone?
Yes. What are you doing?
Okay. There are 8 weeks before Valentine's Day. That's 8 Saturday nights. I want to see you in here on a date every Saturday night, no matter what, no matter who.
But how do I get started?
You ask somebody out.
Who?
Anyone. Him.
The guy drinking by himself? Isn't that kind of lame?
Lame and perfect. Go ask him out.
Now?
Yes.
Fine. Hey, I'm Ava. So you look like you gotta be single. Hey, so I just got back from date number 1. Yes, I survived. It went great, actually. I am sure he is going to be calling me. Probably tomorrow, maybe even tonight, unless what I asked annoyed him somehow or pissed him off. But when a guy doesn't talk for the last 30 minutes of the date, it just means that he's really into you, right? Oh, crap. Okay, so maybe it didn't go that well after all, now that I think about it. So thanks for coming out with me tonight.
You know, of course. I have to admit, it's not often that a girl asks me out.
Well, I just want you to know this is my first date in 5 years.
Oh, okay. Been in a relationship?
No, just not really been interested in dating. I'd rather stay home and play with my cats than go on dates. But at the same time, I'm also very lonely, so I made this deal with my cousin that I'd force myself to go out and talk to people. Not that I had to force myself to talk to you, but you are date number 1 for the sake of full disclosure.
Alrighty then. Thank you for the full disclosure.
So I guess we ask each other questions now.
Yes, let's do that. How many cats do you have?
3. How many people have you slept with?
Is everything all right here?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Are the lights too bright? Because, you know, we can tone down the lights. We can tone it down, make it more comfortable for everyone.
That was odd.
No, sorry about what I was saying. It was getting too personal.
No, that's okay. But I think those conversations are supposed to happen, you know, further on down the road, like date 15.
You're not having a good time, are you?
No, I mean, yes, but let's just, you know, slow it down a little bit.
I'm a rude little bitch.
Oh, no.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I'm just new and anxious. And I want to know how many women you've slept with now instead of on date 15, because if on date 15 I find out that you've been with 100 women, I'm not going to be interested. And all those prior dates will have been a waste of time and money, because what if those 100 women have slept with 100 men? That's like 10,000 people mixing bodily fluids. And of course, those men probably would have slept around too, and before you know it, your insides have turned into a cesspool of STDs. Care for some dessert?
No. That's okay.
And the night never really recovered. He was nice enough to stick around and finish his beef brisket, but I knew he was just being polite. So, lesson learned, don't ask the partner question on the first date. But when? Or does it even matter? Let me know in a comment. Until next Saturday, I'm gonna go cry in my bathtub. Have you ever been on a date with somebody that you met online? Apparently, it's not taboo anymore. My aunt met her husband on Cake Match, which is a site hooking up people who enjoy cake. And my old roommate kicked me out when she met her fiance on Twitter. They had their first date on Skype. Wonder why I can't meet anyone on Friendster. After all their luck, I didn't hesitate when a cute guy messaged me on Facebook. We both liked a page for the planet Mars, and then he poked me and I poked back, and then he sent me a birthday cake and I sent him a Farmville request. It was great! Until we met up. No, it wasn't that he didn't look like his picture. He looked exactly like his picture. It's that he didn't have arms.
Hi.
It was then that I realized that none of his photos were full body shots. Sneaky rascal. Nonetheless, the date went on.
And I've never seen Back to the Future on an actual movie screen before. It was incredible.
I know! Back to the Future is like one of my most favorite movies ever, and George McFly is so underrated in that movie.
Totally.
Hey you, get your damn mitts off her.
You are my density.
Oh my god,
I mean, destiny.
fantastic! High five! Could I date a guy with no arms? Steve is smart, cute, like sci-fi movies, but he'll never be able to open a tough pickle jar for me. Pro, he could never hit me, although I suppose he could just kick me. And what about opening doors? He'll never be able to open a door for me. How ungentlemanly is that?
Ava?
Yeah. What? I'm sorry, what?
You weren't paying attention to anything I was saying. Are you okay?
Yeah. I was just wondering, like, it's funny we met online, because, like, how are you even writing me without, like...
A typing stick. I use a typing stick. You put it in your mouth and press the keyboard with it. And I drive my car with my feet, and I eat only blended foods with a straw. Any other questions?
Wow.
Oh, go ahead. Just let's get it all out.
Do you, like, masturbate just by rubbing up against something?
What? Wow. You know, I'm more than just a person that was born without certain appendages, okay? I'm an excellent loser, for your information. And you seem like you can't get over the fact that I'm not up to your perfect standards. I would throw water in your face right now if I could.
Here, let me help you.
Thanks. Goodbye, Ava.
Okay, so maybe it wasn't my most politically correct moment. Maybe I should have appreciated Steve for the person he was inside. But I can tell you that I am going to appreciate these babies for every single day of my entire life. So YouTuber My Big Imagination suggested that I try going out with older men because they wouldn't care how crazy I am. Why, thank you, My Big Imagination. How thoughtful. I actually took that advice though and did a bit of research on dating blogs. I found this one post about the pros of dating older men, like how they're more established and mature. So last Thursday night, I marched into the Barracuda Lounge and in 9 minutes, booked a date with Walt. He looks nice, together. He smelled good. He was intelligent and, like, worldly.
What is your best Italian red?
That'd be a 97 Brunello di Montalcino.
The bottle, please.
Oh, absolutely.
This guy was smooth. He was funny, too, and self-deprecating. Like, he made fun of himself the entire time. What guy does that? But best of all, he liked me.
Can I tell you what you are?
He said I was...
Fun and quirky. You're kind of like a human silly band.
What? No one has ever called me that before. And when it came time for dessert, he didn't even mention calories.
Have whatever you like.
Oh God, it all looks so good. I think either the chocolate souffle or the tiramisu.
She'll have both, and I'll have the creme brulee.
You got it.
But just after dessert, that's when the fantasy ended.
So, what do you like to do in your spare time?
Oh, well, I like to watch sci-fi movies. I like to read and play with my cats.
Oh, you're a cat person.
Yeah.
I'm more into dogs.
He didn't expect me to pay, did he? After insisting on the Italian wine, the filet mignon, and half the dessert menu, he did not expect me to pay.
And those are really all of my hobbies.
Did he? Oh, good.
So,
ready?
I am. You?
Yep.
Good.
I think so.
Well, I love these. What? Oh, you didn't need to do that. That's very kind.
I was just thinking that I could.
Thank you. That is very, very sweet of you. You are very sweet.
But I just.
Tell you what, next one's on me. But let's not do something so fancy schmancy. Why don't we go get hot pretzels? Deal?
According to my research, a lot of experts say that girls are subconsciously looking for a guy who reminds them of their dad. I would like to say that after tonight's date, nothing could be farther from the truth. I was set up with Gary by Matt. Gary is the son of the owners of the restaurant, and Matt thought we get along great. But he failed to mention one little thing about his boss's son. Gary looks exactly like my father. Sure, he's 20 years younger, but give him some wrinkles and some gray hair and a Brooks Brothers button-down sweater vest and yeah.
And if I had waited 1 second longer, we'd all been blown up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you okay, Ava? You seem a little distracted.
Yeah, I'm fine. You just remind me of someone I know.
I just have one of those faces, I guess. Do you need some help with that?
No.
Come on.
I'm fine.
You know, these steaks can be so tough. I keep on telling my mom to tell the cooks they're cooking these things too long, but I'm...
Is it normal for your date to cut your Salisbury steak?
Take a bite. Oh, come on, Avakins. Open up the hanger. Come on. There we go. It's good. It's yummy, right? It's nutritious.
Gary, honey!
Mom, I didn't know you were working tonight.
Yeah. Who's your lucky friend?
Ava, this is my mom, Anna.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you, Ava.
I need to go. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Get the cooks in here. I'm having great conversation with a beautiful woman, and she can't even tear through the steak with a jackhammer.
Kids, click away. The rest of you, brace yourselves. Have you ever heard the theory that when a man gets an erection, what happens is all the blood rushes out of his brain to fill up his penis? So basically, there's nothing running his brain at all, and he turns into this dumb, horny zombie. I read it online. I met Ben at Coffee Bean. He had a fancy car, like a Ferrari or a Fiero or something. Turns out he was super smart, the inventor of one of those coupon sites. So, based on a few of your suggestions, I decided to go with a certain look tonight. It was just an experiment.
And that's when I decided to start the site. Luckily, we were profitable in only 3 months.
Wow, that's amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Matt. I'll be your server tonight. What the hell?
Excuse me?
Sorry, it's just, we have a certain dress code here. We have a dress code. There. Beverage?
Aside from that, everything was fine. Until the conversation started to drift.
Yeah, the work is fun and exciting and challenging at times, but all the same, sitting at my computer for 18 hours a day, I'm just dying to get a little exercise.
Oh, you know what? I know exactly what you mean. I so miss the days when I used to dance. Now I just sit.
You danced?
Yeah, 10 years.
What kind of dancing?
Ballet.
I mean, is that it? I mean, I'm sure you did other stuff. You're just not saying.
Oh, well, actually, yes. When I was 16, I did this ballroom dancing class, and we did waltzing and foxtrot. It was really fun. Well, I mean, that and, of course, stripper pole dancing.
Really?
Yeah, and lap dancing.
Oh!
Yeah.
And what?
Nude Brazilian boogaloo as well.
I haven't even heard of that!
Oh, well, it's arousing.
Do you have any tattoos or piercings?
It suddenly dawned on me that this approach was a bad idea. I had abused the female power and turned this total winner of a guy into a boner zombie. I had to snap him out of it to save the future of our future marriage.
Boobies!
Would you excuse me for just 1 second?
Sure.
I ran to the bathroom and made some small adjustments. There we go. So, where were we? I could almost see the blood rushing back into his brain. But it didn't go well from then on. Turns out converting a zombie back into a human takes a lot more time. Well, what do you think? Is playing the sexuality card always a bad idea? I mean, a little bit can't be that harmful, can it?
Boobies!
Have you ever wondered if you could go gay? Just for one date. It's not like I think being gay is a choice or anything, but after 5 bad dates with guys, shouldn't it at least be explored? According to you guys, yes, it should. I met Samantha at the mailboxes of my apartment building. We were both griping because our Netflix movies hadn't arrived, and somehow that evolved into her inviting me out for drinks. So how do you become a lesbian in only a few hours? Wikipedia. It's funny. It's really...
Oh my god! You are hilarious.
You are. You're such a good storyteller.
I try.
Well, you know what? This is actually the most successful dinner date I've been on in a while.
Well, play your cards right and we might be sharing breakfast together.
You're funny.
It's not a joke. I have to admit, Ava, I've been watching you around the apartment complex.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but I have to say, you have the cutest tits. Let's do shots. You like Jaeger bombs? Where's that sissy boy waiter? Hey, dude!
Come here. You know what, Sam? I can't really drink that much tonight.
What do you mean you can't drink tonight? You came out with me. What'd you think was gonna happen? Hey, look at me. I'm totally messing with you. I know you're not gay.
What? How do you know?
The flannel shirt, all the talk about Melissa Etheridge. It's right out of the lesbian Wikipedia page. It's not the first time I've been out with a dabbler. Do yourself a favor, honey. Stick to your own side. You'll figure them out eventually. Cheers.
Cheers. Well, at least I got a new friend out of it. We made plans to go and scope out girls and guys next week. So here's the question of the day. Would you be willing to experiment if someone of the same sex asked you out? How far would you be willing to take it? You know, for the sake of science. Have you ever been through a really bad breakup? To the point where everything reminds you of your ex? Well, I haven't. It's one of the perks of never having been in a real relationship. But I understand that for some people, getting over a breakup is one of the hardest things to do. You know what else is hard? Spending a meal with one of those people. Bread. Am I right?
Hey, but this is kind of awkward to bring up on a first date, but this is me and my ex-girlfriend's place. I mean, we used to come here all the time. She lives right around the corner, and we just recently broke up, so...
Oh, I had no idea. I'm so sorry. Did you want to go someplace else?
No, this is fine. I just thought I should get it out there.
Okay.
Come on, I'm hungry.
Okay.
What perfume are you wearing?
Oh, it's novelty perfume. It smells like graham crackers.
That's what I thought.
What's wrong?
My girlfriend used to wear that. I mean, my ex-girlfriend.
Sorry,
Ex.
All right, have we decided?
Yes, I will have the chicken. Did your girlfriend eat chicken?
Yeah, she's...
Actually, I will have the salmon.
We had salmon by the coast once.
Fettuccine Alfredo?
Anniversary in Little Italy.
Okay. How about lettuce wedge with mashed potatoes on the side and bok choy? Yeah.
All of the same, but no bok choy. Please.
I'll put your orders in.
So, Jack. What now?
My girlfriend used to call me that.
Jack is your name. Your name is Jack. Everybody calls you Jack.
I know. But she'd always be like, hey, Jack. You know, and then she'd say something else. Just, I don't know how I'm going to go on. I just can't do this. I'm sorry. I thought I could do this. You know, you seem like the perfect girl to get her off my mind. I mean, she's tall and smart and pretty, and you're like the complete opposite of that.
Oh, well. You're welcome. Hey guys, well, this is it. Date number 8, and the last Saturday night before Valentine's Day. Last shot of the great experiment before I return to the lonely island of sad single people snuggling with their pets. Okay, here I go! Roll the intro! Kyle had written a few comments on my videos. He said he was perfect, and considering the time frame, that's all I needed to hear. The 8th time is the charm, right? The guy had no arms! On his Facebook, it said that he liked baseball and golf and all this other stuff. I just naturally assumed that he liked to play them. False advertising.
I believe this is yours.
Oh, sorry, just slipped out. What is that?
It's nothing.
No, really, what is that?
It's just a scorecard.
Excuse me?
I'm a professional dating coach. I tell people what to do on my blog, doordiedating.com. Sometimes I even go out in the field to critique their work. I saw your videos and I thought that I would donate some help.
Let me see that. Talks with a mouthful. Doesn't ask about her date's background or day. Dominates conversation?
It's the way that I determine if I should continue dating someone or not. Like right now, you're scoring a 4.2, when at this point in the date, you really should be getting about a 7.5 or higher. Not asking me if I found the restaurant okay, automatically lost you 2 points.
That is so rude. Well, I score you a 0.0.
Actually, I'm scoring an 8 right now. I opened doors for you, I pulled out your seat, I even listened to your rambling stories without interruption. I'm also planning to pay for this meal and then escort you back to your car at the end of our date.
Wow. Let's make that right now.
Ending the date prematurely without saying a proper goodbye. No wonder you're still single.
It's okay, guys. Kyle was a big fat jerk. But sometimes the truth hurts. And if I were any good at dating, I would have gotten a second date by now. I'm sorry I couldn't give you a feel-good ending, But thank you so much for watching and commenting, and you guys have been so amazing at keeping up. Hello?
Ava?
Yeah?
It's Brian.
Who?
Brian. We went out to dinner a couple months ago.
Oh, Brian.
I've been kind of bothered by how our date went, and I know it's last minute, but I was wondering if you were doing anything Monday night?
Monday, that's...
I know. It's Valentine's Day, and I'm sure you already have plans, but I thought, maybe...
Oh, thank you. What are you doing here?
My manager called. He said you've been sitting here alone?
Didn't show up.
I'm sorry, Ava.
I'm sorry too. Valentine's Day and a pity date with my married cousin.
Well, sounds pretty scandalous, actually. Ava, there are people out there who are perfect for you. A lot of them. Maybe one is even the person you're destined to meet. But sometimes destiny needs a little help. Now, dating can suck. Everybody knows that. But you can't go back to hibernating at home. Look, take a break if you want, and get back out there. I mean, look how far you've come in only 8 dates. You're not even wearing your slippers. Okay. A little bit of work to do. Come on. Shall we have dinner? So what's there to eat in this dump anyway?
I already know the whole menu.
Yeah, so do I.
Food's good. Service, not so much.
Funny.